All right, guys. Hopefully, yeah, looks like we're golden. All right, now, can we get it to pop up on here? Not generally. Boom. We got it. That's not, that's not normal. So hopefully you guys have had a great Sunday. Take some time to be with the family. Looks like old ground pounder just got a little uh, picture there of his new white Ford. She's a good looking one. Wouldn't mind getting one of them someday. But yeah, so I was actually going to be in the. Let me see. Let me unplug that. That way I don't have that going on. RC, what's going on, buddy? First one in all the time. So I was going to be in the shed. I've got 6/8 chains for the processor that I've got to grind up, but I had to come down. I got a pile of pallets in the back of the truck that I've got to unload here, and I just love it down here. So we're here again. And actually, I'm glad that I didn't do it because I just see that Mr. Burt had done a video. I think it was like 7 hours ago about grinding. So I'm gonna watch that, and hopefully I can do a little bit of learning because I've been dressing my stones one way, and I don't know. I haven't had much luck with the benchtop grinders. Who else we got in here? Spec Star, old buddy's back. I can't believe it's been a week already. How you doing, Bubba? Will this thing fit in here? Maybe. Oh, it does. Cool. So that'll work. So yeah, we started in yesterday. I think I've got enough videos so far to go to Wednesday. I'm trying to get myself a buffer period of a week. That way I can keep daily uploads going for you guys. I kind of had a bit of a cheat day with the face cord. I think you guys are watching that today. The face cord and then the IBC tote. I took that video and made it into 2 videos. That way I can have some interaction in between the two, and it gave me a bump on the video. Doing good. Been looking at some Peterbilts. You crazy. You're crazy. Good for you. Oh, I'd love to get myself a little international with an old Prentice on the back of it or something like that. I was just talking to Grandpa about that this year. Maybe as I log this off, take all the softwood off, bring it up to him, and then I'll run sawmill with him. But yeah, it would be awesome to have a mid-mount truck or something like that. Maybe a Weston. Yeah, I don't know. I'm living the humble life right now. I'm gonna just keep at what I've got. I did splurge a little bit this week. I didn't really splurge, but I did splurge. I probably shouldn't have spent the money on it, but I just bought one of them electronic generator deals. I ended up getting one. I think it was $180, and I ended up getting it for $110. But I'll show you guys. This I remember back when I was a kid. This is an inverter. It plugs into the cigarette lighter of your vehicle, and you got house outlets. So this is how I've been charging all of my GoPros, batteries, my cell phones, and all this. But it's hard on my battery on the truck if I don't have the truck running. So I bought I think it's like an Anchor something. But hopefully that'll help. We do have some nice warm days coming, and we do have the sun. You guys can probably see nice in here today. The sun is out. which is awesome to see, but I know what it's doing to the ground. So, like I said, we got a little bit warmer week coming up. Somebody took both my chainsaws and handsaws the other day. Like, stole them? Is that what you're saying, Ming? Do you have any? Nope. That ain't no good if that's the case. Might have to open a window in here. We're gonna get smoky. Well, hopefully you find out that who the heck borrowed them. That's no good. Broke into the shop. Wow. Well, it kind of narrows your search grid out a little bit, doesn't it? That's one thing I've done here. The first thing that I really did before I started putting things here, and I don't leave really anything out here at all. But I put trail cameras up. Not that this trail cameras wouldn't have helped you where you were into your shop. I mean, geez, that's grounds to get shot. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Bubba. Yeah, so I just started, I think yesterday. So you guys will have a couple more videos. Well, you guys are probably going to get quite a bit. I did an oil change on the range road. I did an oil change on the conveyor. The conveyor I actually did twice. Because it was absolutely, I don't think it's been done in better part of 5-10 years what came out of it. But yeah, we just started getting into the actual logs, everything under 16 round and under. I'm going to run through the deal. Why do people do stuff like this? Well, I don't know, man. That's it's easily answered, but there's not really a legal grounds to go about it, you know. You start taking a couple of them out, all of a sudden things don't look so nice. I don't know, they didn't take my weed eater. That was sitting beside my chainsaws. And they took both my saws. And took my old handsaw I had. Well, I tell you, man. Ever since the YouTubes started blowing up with the chainsaw, the firewood, the logging, everything with Buck and Billy Ray. I remember when I bought my my first McCullough 1010 on eBay. I think I paid around $45 for it. And then I started watching Buckin, and I've been subscribed to Buckin probably since he had 800 or 900 subscribers. I remember the old Buckin shop videos and whatnot. He was out there in 16 jackets on, making axes and whatnot. But ever since that man got a hold of the McCullough name, and it doesn't really matter what it is, when you have an influencer grab onto, it's just like the mini trucks. Basically anything Whistle and Diesel, Sea Boys, Diesel Dave, Diesel Brothers, whatever. When you see them make content on something that is cheap, you know, them little miniature pickup trucks that they used to go sell around here um, for nothing on Facebook Marketplace. Now they want $5,000-6,000 for them because everybody's buying them up to try to duplicate what these guys did. Same thing with the McCulloughs, you know, the old Johnson Reds. It doesn't really matter what it is, but when people see what this individual has done with it, or that it's not junk, that it can do stuff, the price of things just skyrocket. That last 1010 that I had bought, I think was $300 something, and I will not spend that again on one. They're great little saws, but you know, it's a good time to sell them if you've got them and you don't use them. But the first saw I ever run was a McCullough. My late grandfather, he gave me his McCullough in a little box. The thing was pristine. That was the first saw I ever run. I think I was maybe 8-9 years old. And yeah, that got sold in a yard sale probably when I was 14 for gas money for my four-wheeler. So but yeah, take a look at what axe heads, hand saws, Etsy. Etsy's another thing with with the old vintage tools. These people, they take them and they paint them, and they make them all pretty and blah blah blah. Well, then they sell them for $300, and now everybody with their hand saws, they're asking $80 for an old hand saw. You used to be able to get that stuff at yard sales for 25 cents. So yeah, that's where it really starts hurting me, is with the old vintage stuff. You know, I mean, people just throw the stuff away nonstop, but then you get a yard sale, or Etsy gets a hold of it. Same thing with pallets. I tell you what, having a truckload of logs here right now wouldn't make me as happy as what I scored today for pallets. The pallet game is absolutely insane here. We are just a little area. I think our biggest population, due to the college and whatnot, is like 17,000 people, and you can't get pallets. Everybody's doing these DIY projects and gets the pallets and blah blah blah. I just want a couple pallets to do my wood bunkers or wood bins, you know. And then I went over to Taylor Rental, and they're asking $20 a pallet. So they can't get it into the saw shop. They can't get into the saw shop. Don't don't say that, man. We've had some absolute idiots around here. Unless that thing's fortified underground, these people will do just about anything. Especially with the people we got coming in right now. It's absolutely incredible what they're filming on the news. How's the quality in here? My iPad keeps kind of stopping. Is it not in a good spot? Maybe I'll go out, and I'd love to do a little fire, but hard to do that when I can't get one going for. Of course, it was raining that day too, so. But is the quality all right? I might have to refresh this thing. No, stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. can't open the doors if they broke them, since they're a boat in front of the door. And my old truck camper touching the other truck. Well, you know, and then what do? Do you call the authorities, have them come over, take statements, and put it with the hundreds of others they have? You know? I don't know. I thought about being proactive here with a little bit of wood, but I go and throw a 30-inch log in the middle of the road. Then I got to move it every time, so I don't know. I haven't had any pictures yet. I've had a couple people walk back here, but that I'm not so worried about. And we're right on the road too, so not all that big a deal. And if they need it that bad, apparently I'm not going to stop them, you know. I wouldn't be burning it, but I don't even... It might give off some heat right now. Have to beat the snow and ice off of it. But yeah, no, that's a crappy deal, man. I'm sorry to hear. That is the one benefit that I do have living where I do. I mean, yeah, we're way out in the country and there's no houses anywhere except for where I live. Pretty much. And, I mean, my neighbors are all tight. They're close. I got the neighbor beside me. He's home, working from home. My wife's working from home. I've got two military and corrections officers on the other side of me, so they're home. And none of us are really all that much into calling the cops, so we'll call them after the bodies are cold, I guess. I don't know. But I wonder if I've got this thing on my hotspot, and I wonder if that's what's pulling away. Come on. I wish I knew how to use this thing better. Alright, we'll put this to 140. Boom. Alright, so I'll take you guys for a quick walk here. Trying to show you guys, probably be Thursday now. So if you comment, I won't really be able to see it. Just because his phone's not really sure what happens with them, but comments come up and then they disappear with like 2-3 seconds. So when we get back to the truck, I'll look at the iPad, but I'll show you guys. I kept going. I did some of the logs yesterday. The actual what do you call it? The stuff that I set up aside for logs, and going from 4 to 16-inch stuff really makes a difference. It is incredible. I did 2 log decks yesterday, and I think it was heck was it? Somewhere around an hour and 15 minutes or so. I think it was 40 minutes, and then the wife came over, so I got preoccupied with that. But yeah, pile of wood. And we got the bin. But yeah, beautiful day. The sun's out, but we gotta start hauling again. That's gonna be the issue. Got the processor all thawing out again. Pull them hydraulic lines out of there. But yeah, that is her. Like you can see, I got the chain off. But that's pretty big. Pretty big. I'll show you the logs too, I guess, while I'm here, that I'm talking about. I had all my firewood. Firewood was the first set of poles for you guys that are kind of new here. See what I was doing before I had bought the processor or ever thought about it. I was logging this place, and the logs were going up to Tupper Lake Hardwoods, and the firewood to the left of it all, I was selling for $1,800 a load. So here's what the logs. You can see I took some out of both piles. These are the firewood poles that had mud and everything else. These are too big for the processor. Same thing with these over here. Kind of see on the big end. That one's in the 18 range. This side is 16, the other side's 30. Or not 30, 24 inches. The butt swells big time on the end of it. But yeah, we got some decent little ones in here, but they add up like huge when you don't have the sweep in them or anything else, and you can just pound right through them. The only issue that I'm facing with them is they're still dirty. So I buzzed 2 log decks down yesterday, and yeah, I went through 2 chains. The first deck I did, I think I did about half of it, and then I had to change chains out. So they're dirty. They are what they are. But yeah. That, and I got to do something with them pigs too. Everything that's below 12 inch. There's some 16-inch stuff there that I didn't want to put through it and bend it all up. But yeah, I'm thinking just put an IBC bin out. Maybe $25 for the bin of pigs or something like that. Get rid of them. And then I've got the fire starter to the right. All the kindling and stuff like that. I've got to start getting this place organized a little bit. Now that winter's gonna go through her melting phase here, things are starting to pop out, and I need to get them addressed. So that's pretty much it with that. I don't know if we don't get any more snow. Have a really quick spring here. I just can't buy my chainsaw. I've been wanting for a little while now. Well, you're talking about buying a Peterbilt. Last week it was Tiger Cats, Buck. Yeah, that's a shame, though. I don't know what to tell you about that. You know, and then you go and buy one, and what do you do with it? Keep it in your bedroom? Which, I wouldn't judge you if you did. But, yeah. I've had chainsaws in my house. I dressed my Christmas tree this year with my chainsaw in the house. But I think actually I ought to check our weather, because ever since I put the snowblower on, we really haven't got any snow. I don't have the weather app on this. I've got it on my phone, which you guys are on. Logging ain't worth it right now. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it will come back. It's gotta. People gotta wipe their butts, but right now you're seeing a lot of the yes men. That's the problem. Like when I was kind of discussing the firewood and what my prices are and why they are the prices that they are, because I pay myself. I pay for my fuel. I pay for the fuel for the tractor. I pay for the bars and chains. I pay for everything here. And then at the end of that, how much are you actually making? What's your profit of what your time is worth? You know, if it takes me an hour to make a cord and a half of firewood, good. You know, that's $300 to $500. Okay, but how much did it actually take to get that? Like right now with that log deck full of this 15, 16 inch diameter trees, it makes a cord fast. It makes a cord very fast. I would almost be on the, no, I won't say it, but it's really surprising how quickly that thing makes a cord when you got good sized wood, good straight wood, especially ash. Ash and soft maple go through that machine so good. Hard maple, then you start getting into the chain. You guys will see it in the video. The chain, she starts jumping a little bit. It is what it is. But then the fuel to take the wood from the bin, oh, yawn. Oh, I fought a yawn. Oh, and take the wood from the bin or the bunker or whatever you want to call it and put it in the bins over here. That's what kills it. That's absolutely what kills it. And I've got to figure that out. Now, moving the range road over to the bins and doing the wood like that would be a solution, but I don't want to do it. I'd have to keep moving it, and it's not the easiest thing. The log table's got to come apart in 3 spots. You basically have to take the table one piece at a time, and then the infeed, and then the processor's on wheels, so you could just wheel that wherever you want, and you know, just dump the wood in to the bin from there. But there we go. But how many times are you going to move that to do it? So right now I've got it on concrete, and hopefully I'm going to be getting closer with the wood as it comes this way. And yeah, it's kind of one of them situations, but I don't know. I am enjoying it though, very much. It's just too bad that the processor's so fast that I only get a little bit of time on it before it's time to start hauling wood again, so. We start this. Yeah, we started this bin Monday. Something like that, last weekend. I'd like to see that bin get filled here this week. I think that'll be a goal. Fill this bin, the next bin that we're on. Get that full this week. think what I'm going to have to do is stack in order to make this go the way I want it to. I think I'm going to have to stack, either stack in front of the wheels of the conveyor, or I'm going to have to start laying pallets up and just leave them inside of the bunk. I was thinking about that today on my way home from church. I can go up as far as I want, but it's going to want to keep dispersing. The wood's just going to want to keep growing in size at the bottom in order to get taller. Because I'm brand new to conveyors. I understand how they work. I understand, the function of them, but what happens, what happens when you pour dirt or whatever out of your bucket with a tractor? It doesn't just get tall, it disperses around. So I've got to figure that out. And I can only go as wide or high as the walls will allow, unless I can figure out a way to keep it. I don't know. I'm talking amongst myself. But yeah, logging, it's a hard time unless you're in really good wood with good foresters with good stumpage costs. There's too many things against you. That's the crap part about logging. You're always worried about fuel costs. You bid for a job, you get the job just to pull all the wood out and then not have any say in what you're making from the wood. Put yourself in debt with the equipment. You bid for the jobs. You're bleeding money from everywhere, and then you're at the mercy of the mill or whoever the receiver is of your goods. There's too many hands in that pocket, in my eyes. Like I said, unless you have some specialty places like I do, I think I do at least, and I don't have a vast array of specialty places to bring them, but on spruce, curly maple, I do. Now I gotta find some 17 to 20 inch spruce or curly maple in order to make it work. And for curly maple, usually you have to have like yard trees or trees that have grown in a field to actually get that. Not too much pressure, so they kind of sprawl out, or spalding. I don't know. I just can't wait for tomorrow to come now because I want to be in here playing. Every time I drive in here, I'm always freaking, oh, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So coming here on Sundays is rough. But I'm going to get these pallets unloaded. And yeah, we've been for a half hour. Not too many people on today, so I'll get these pallets unloaded. Then I got to go do some stuff with the birds. And then I got to get back to editing. So like I said, I know I've got tomorrow's videos already running. Set for 5 a.m. For those of you that are new here or just in general, I went from 7 a.m. because my old time that YouTube gives you a 24-hour grid, basically 24 hours in a day, Monday through Sunday, and it shows you peak times that people are watching you. So my peak time before, and I think it was a lot of the overseas people, was anywhere from 9 a.m. to 2, or I'm sorry, yeah, 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. basically, around the clock. Now the time has changed where it's 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. After that, it kind of goes dark. So I changed my upload schedule time. Now is at 5 a.m. So anybody that wants to follow along to kind of keep up with what's going on or whatnot. Now they know that if I do have a video going up, it should be at 5 a.m. If it is later, I should make a post about it. I should just let you guys know. Or if something happens that I lose all the content or weirder things have happened. But yeah, right now, that's what we're on. And hopefully I can keep ahead. If I can keep ahead, I should be able to do a video every single day, which is a goal. I never thought I would say that. I was happy with 2 to 3 videos a week, but now I want to do every single day just because it keeps me honest and it keeps me going here. Because I go a little bit nutty when I've got to get the wood going, but I still got to make a video. So by doing this, it's a constant rotation, revolution. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing today. If it is processing for 6 days, I can mix it up with the content because I've had a backlog of content. So hopefully that makes sense with you guys. What else did I want to say? I need to get better with this list making stuff. Yeah. I think that's it. Either way, guys, thank you for the ones that came in here. I know it's kind of earlier than last week, and I'll probably end up pushing this back instead of 1, 2-ish, maybe to 3 to 4. It's just a little bit easier to do it a little bit later on. That way I can go home and get some stuff done that I need to before the sun starts setting. But either way, thank you guys for watching. God bless y'all. Oh, that ain't going to let me do that, is it? And we'll see you next time.